And it just blew my mind. It just blew my mind.
It just blew my mind.
And I was like, how in the world does this guy have 2 crews in less than a year? What the hell am I doing wrong? Hello, how's everybody doing out there? My name is Rudy with the Lone Ranger and Pronto Services, and today's video is about believing grass is sometimes greener on the other side. With the days and times of social media, it's real easy to believe that the grass is always greener on the other side. I mean, you see someone's post or perhaps a photo, and it's real easy to fall into that trap where you think, what am I doing wrong? Or what is this person doing right that I'm not doing? So a few years ago, I remember I started my lawn company, and I struggled in the beginning a lot. I was actually like really pleased with my progression. I just remember having a buddy of mine, and he worked in a separate field. He did fence work, and I remember he started his business maybe about 2 years after I did, after I started my lawn company. And I remember just touching base with him, giving him some hints and some advice. And one day I'm on Facebook scrolling through, and he's got a massive crew with him, maybe about 4 people. And I think I commented on his post, and I'm like, hey bro, I go, it's badass to see that you got more people involved, employees and stuff. He goes, yeah man, you got no idea. He goes, I actually have a second crew running on the other side of town that's knocking out a fence job for me. And it just blew my mind. I was like, how in the world does this guy have 2 crews? And I've been dying to get that much work where I can actually have 2 crews running, and this guy does it in less than a year. What the hell am I doing wrong that this guy is doing right? You know, you might think that these guys are just lucky. I had seen, you know, he had 2 crews and he's running, and I'm like, damn, why can't that be me? I mean, I bust my ass. I'm on YouTube researching videos. I'm on Audible listening to books while I work and buying hard copies, and I'm doing the work. Why isn't this paying off? You know, and I start thinking, well, you know, hard to be jealous of somebody who's in a completely different field of work, even though it is still landscaping. I couldn't wrap my head around how this guy, who only had his business for 6 to 12 months, had 2 crews. I couldn't. It was too much for me to handle, I guess, at the time. And lo and behold, you know, the seasons changed and winter came around. And I remember this same buddy of mine who had his own company reach out to me, and he was, Rudy, do you have any extra work? Do you need a helping hand? And I was like, sorry buddy. I go, it's winter time, you know, it's the slowest season for me, so I don't do any hiring during this time or need any extra assistance besides me and my one assistant. And he even threw back the conversation we had prior, was, I know you told me to save my money, Rudy, that winter was coming and that it slowed down, but I didn't follow through, and now I'm struggling. And you know, it just goes to show, you might see something on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, wherever. You might think that if you had this person's life or this person's business, that you might be happy. But that's not how it works. You have to put in the work in order to get the reward. And sometimes that takes a lot of patience. And unfortunately, that's not one of my best attributes. I'm definitely not a very patient person. I'm very hard on myself. And that's what kind of pushes me and helps me strive to do better for myself, is because I'm very impatient and I don't like waiting for nothing. So my advice to you guys is don't focus on what you're seeing on Instagram or Facebook from other businesses or other friends. You don't know if they're on step 10 and you're still on step 2. There's just no way of knowing and judging where you're placed on someone else's story. And always keep improving. Yeah, that's one thing my dad always told me as a little child, and I never really understood it fully. You know, always keep improving. Like, okay, you know, what does that mean? You know, read a book or do some math or whatever. But as I became an adult and a business owner, it really started to kind of click for me. You really want to just make small improvements every day, every week, every other day, and just keep building on top of that, compounding. And when you do that, you'll eventually get to where you want to be. Granted, by the time you get there, you're probably going to want to be somewhere else. However, that's life. So keep working, keep pushing, stay motivated, always keep improving. That's from the Lone Ranger's dad himself. Always keep improving, guys. All right, I'm out. Hey guys, if you like today's video, please like and subscribe to my channel, The Lone Ranger and Pronto Services. And don't forget to hit that bell for notifications. Hope to see you guys again soon. My progression. So,